Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do you know what song is coming through for me? It's like, hi ho, it's off to wealth we go. Dun, 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 hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. You can tell I have kids, but the funny thing is, even if I didn't have kids, I would probably still be this weird. I would be this weird. No beard. Oh my goodness. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing. I just realized I don't have my mic plugged in, so hopefully you can hear me, see me, notice me. What was this? When I was a kid, we used to sing this song. We're like, see me, notice me, don't you want to know me? And the funniest thing, and this will link to your unique wealth medicine, it is always within us. We think that ascension is like up, we have to ascend up, but really it is in. The soul in this dimension, use discernment, take it or leave it, see if you want to adopt this as your belief, but I fully believe that in this dimension, the soul is in the body. When we are stressed, the soul is stressed. When we are not fully living in alignment, in our truth, in our youth, in our essence, in our presence, our little soul isn't a little soul. Our beautiful soul isn't riding the waves of life as much as it would like to. And you came here to dance, you came here to play, you came here to say whatever is true to you, whatever is on your mind, and please be kind, or you will need to rewind and learn the codes of really being uniquely you. What does it mean to be you? Who are you? I know that on the darkest days of my life, when I was 13 years old and I came home that dreaded Christmas day and I found my father laying there completely lifeless, and I had to move through life at this young age without any comprehension of a world beyond the physical body. I was so trapped, so lost. But life gave me this angel, and at that time, I met my best friend, who I've been friends with for 25 years. She literally came and saved me. And when I say save me, I obviously saved myself, but she showed me joy that I didn't realize was within me. I am one of the most playful people in the world, and I know that you can be playful too if you desire it. You don't have to desire it, you can be serious. But play is literally the way that you slay your day. It's the way that you ignite. And I see my little 5-year-old, you know, I've got 3 kids. The oldest one's 11-year-old boy, 8-year-old girl, and 5-year-old boy. And the 5-year-old, when he gets toys, like you'll give him like a car and he's just like, psh, psh, and he's like doing all these weird things, and he's like, psh, and he's moving with the car, and he is so present. He's not thinking, what bills do I need to pay? Where do I need to go? What's happening after this? Like, he is just fully and utterly living in presence, in truth, in his youth, in being still, in what the journey fully is. If you would have told me what I'm about to tell you now 10 years ago, I would have laughed in your face. I wouldn't have been able to fully understand what wealth was. Wealth really is the word for well-being. It is health. It is you looking after this physical body so that your soul can live out a beautiful experience on earth. If well-being, Your mind, your body, your soul, your mental health, your soul health, your energetic health is not the most important thing to you in this reality. How can you unlock the wealth codes within you? If you are drinking profusely to avoid the pain that happened, and I'm going to list a few things, and if you're doing any of these things, do not judge yourself. Please just come back to love. Come back to love. And I'm not going to say screwed up, because I don't believe I've screwed up. I don't believe in mistakes. I have explored the physical plane more than most people. I've leaned into edges in the darkness. I can't judge anyone for anything, because I've done everything that society would call taboo or not good. I've done it all, so I don't judge. But on the journey, I've learned that if you're excessively drinking, if you're excessively biting your nails, if you're excessively doing certain things, it's because you're trying to hide being present, sitting in this physical body. You're trying to hide your power, your unique self, because it's too uncomfortable to just be still. In order to unlock wealth codes, you're going to be invited into a void process, into an initiation, to be able to hold the unique energy within you. This requires stillness. Most people don't want to go down this path, because hustling is the alcohol, hustling is the excessive amounts of coffee, hustling is the gossiping, hustling is the drugs, hustling is the always needing to be busy all the time so I don't have to look at the parts of me that are really fucking scared if I can just own how powerful I am. To unlock the wealth codes within you, you need to know who you are. The thing that I do in the Elite Energy Hub is I bring old souls and leaders like yourself back into themselves, so that you can discern what the frequency of your soul is. I know the frequency of my soul so well that I know when I'm wobbling. I know when I'm calibrating to higher frequencies. I know when I'm out of alignment because I'm attached to a story, versus this, versus that, versus the other. I know when someone needs to leave my life because I don't feel safe in their presence. If I do something that doesn't feel safe, I have to look at myself and discern whether it's because of a story I'm telling myself, or my nervous system doesn't feel safe around that energy, around that person, in that environment. And you have to get really, really, really good at being able to discern everything in your life so that you can unlock the magnetism within you. If you're really truly living in a world of wealth and true and utter well-being, this magnetic place where the money flows, the people flow, the life beyond your wildest dreams just naturally falls into your lap, you need to have clean energy. And if your energy is constantly leaking to the drugs, to the alcohol, to the gossip, to the job that you hate, to the people that you can't stand, like it's leaking, you become so energetically depleted that you don't have the energy to embody the truth of all that you are. All true wealth is your truth. It's your essence. It's knowing who you are. And when I started to uncover all these layers within me, I used to be this toxic hustler. I would go. If you weren't first, you were last. You had to win. You had to make money. You had to do all these things or you were not successful. So I built this empire. I built this dream life based upon nobody's going to like me if I don't have all of this success. Like my parents didn't love me, so I better create something so people will love me based on a 3D metric. And when I got all of it, I was so empty on the inside. And I used to think of myself as this really intense person. I thought of myself as like, I'm so strong and I'm this warrior and I can take on everything. And I have that in me. I have a very, very, very strong energy, a very, very, very powerful energy. I know that within me. But me at my core, at my truth, at my pure, untapped essence is this frequency of pure peace and alignment. And it feels so soft. It's this energy where I don't have to prove. I don't need you to like me. I'm allowed to be all of me. And it's so beautiful and so pure and so untapped. And my greatest wish for everybody is to know what the frequency of their soul is. And when you start to do this energy work, you start to realize that it was never about doing more. It was about being able to embody more of you so you can hold the frequency of what you desire. Because when you embody all of you, holding the frequency of what you desire is so effortless because you don't doubt that it's yours. You don't doubt that it's coming. You don't doubt that it wouldn't work out. You just have this absolute certainty, and not from this wounded place of it's going to work out, it's going to work out, it's going to work out. It's like everything's working out for me. Everything in this life is working out for me. Contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion. It's all working out for me because I only choose truth, because I have discernment between the pieces of life and know what is conditioning and know what is really for me, what was always made for me, and what is for you will always come to you. And I learned this the really hard way being in business for 13 years. I would constantly launch things and they wouldn't attract the momentum that I wanted because I was living life on my terms, not on God's terms, not on the divine's terms, not on the universe's terms. When you realize from sunny Bali, the birds are singing, the sun is smiling, it is a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day, don't let it get away, touch me, take me to that other place. You always have to listen to my terrible singing, but I know that I'm not a disgrace. What you don't have, you don't need it now. Okay, you've heard my terrible singing. I'm very, very, very excited because the 11th of June is my birthday, and guess what? I have channeled my first book. It is called You Are Wealth, and this is so exciting. I'm going to have a book launch party 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Bali time. So check what that time is for you. Replays will be available. It is going to be so fun. We're going to do some psychic readings. We're going to do some activations into your new wealth timeline. I am even going to do a life force energy wealth consciousness activation. So that's going to be at the end. So you don't have to stay for that if you don't feel the call, but it is very, 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 very potent inner work. So if you do feel the call, come and have a ball because there is room for all. What was I going to say? It's going to be so much fun. So usually I charge a lot more for this because I'm celebrating, because it's my birthday. It's only, well, actually, I don't want to say the price right now. Check it out there because the price will go up. It is early bird, but it is very, very, very affordable. It's very, very affordable. So everybody can come and join. I want to thank you for being here with me, for being with me over the last few years in this group, on my YouTube, on my podcast, wherever you are watching this journey unfold for me. It has been such a crazy journey into my life's medicine, into my soul's truth, into constantly up-leveling and changing the restructure of my business to follow the call of God, angel, source, universe, divine. So I just love you. As you know, I love to rhyme. I love to have a good time. And really just allow you to remember that life is for fun. You don't have to be so serious. You've already won. It's a crazy, 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 crazy world. But you're here because you chose all of it. You chose all of it. You chose the light, you chose the dark, you chose all of it. And together we get to navigate that, and we get to have fun, and we get to play, we get to dance. So these are the wealth codes that your soul has already known, that has been inside of you for all along. So when you're ready to activate those codes, you're ready to literally just get paid to exist, to get paid when you're lying on the couch, get paid when you're lying in the sun, get paid when you're in the sauna, when you're in the ice bath, when you're at the gym. If you feel the call, come and have a ball. The link is below. You already know. And I'm going to go live out my crazy, crazy, crazy day. I love you all so much. Big love, wealthy old souls. And I will chat to you very, very soon. If you have any questions, pop them below. But it is just such an honor to share this with each and every one of you, to celebrate with you, and just keep staying true. Stay true to you. And yeah, I don't have any of the crazy songs in my head, so I will leave it there. Big love, wealthy old souls. Universe's terms. When you realize that there's a structure and a blueprint that we can't really see. The goals and the dreams that we desire from a logical perspective in the third dimension have a manual. And the manual is completely in the invisible realms. We'll never fully understand the manual, but we will understand that you are an old soul, and God, Angel, Source, Universe desires deeply for you to be able to hold those manifestations when they come in. And the journey is being able to hold the manifestations when they come in. I always say this in the Elite Energy Hub, but you desire to be a pilot. You can't just jump in the plane and ride it. You could possibly quantum leap and remember that you were a pilot in a past life and it could all naturally come back to you, yes. But if it's a new venture, you have to actually learn how to drive the plane. You've got to learn where all the buttons work. You've got to understand how it works. And so the journey is you falling madly and deeply in love with yourself, so that when the haters hate you, they can't hurt you because you love yourself so much. You love yourself so much that when you call in the dream partner, it doesn't hurt when they go out for drinks with their friends, because you're not weak, because you're not insecure. You have created security within you, and you don't worry about things like that because you can hold the manifestation instead of, where are you? Why are you not home? Why are you not here? And because you're in that energy, they don't want to be around you. They're just like, oh my gosh, get away from me, let's break up, let's move on, because you weren't in the right frequency to hold the manifestation. And so sometimes in life it may feel like you're going down the long path, but the goal that the ego doesn't want to hear or want to fully awaken to is, it makes me like so teary, because it's such a beautiful piece that we all forget. The goal is the path. The goal is the journey. The goal is me being here in front of you right now, raw, vulnerable, sharing my truth in all of my entirety, and knowing that I'm an incredible speaker, I'm an incredible energy worker, I'm incredible at everything that I touch and do because of everything I've been through. Because of how many versions of me have died to hold this energy, to be sitting here in front of you, to not care if one person likes, to not care if 1 million people like, to not care about the 3D validation, because I don't need validation, I validate myself. There's obviously times when I get caught up in loops and cycles like everybody else, and I actually check likes and things, and then I'm like, no, we don't do this anymore. This is not how we do it. We validate ourselves. We love ourselves. We are the most powerful person in our reality. And so I invite you to really sit with, what are you? Who are you at your core? And what's coming through right now is, if you were to live in a world where social media didn't exist, where phones didn't exist, what would light you up? What would you be called to do? What would make you happy every single day? Because the truth is, you're not going to keep shedding the snake skin if it's not for you. The reason I'm still here, standing in front of you, 13 years later, after I started my business, after speaking on hundreds and hundreds of stages, after doing thousands of lives, after constantly being in front of a camera again and again and again and again and again and again for years, is because this is what I was put on this earth to do. Is because no matter how hard life gets, no matter how many times I get pushed down, this is my path. This is what I was meant to do. I will get back up and I will jump back right on this path, because my journey is sharing my lessons with you so that you can evolve, so that you can be the best version of you that you desire to be. And that's what my soul chose to do in this lifetime. And all my work is around wealth, because it was my greatest wound in this lifetime. And I've transmuted that wound, and a lot of people don't transmute that pain. A lot of people get stuck in that. My parents used to fight so much around money. They had to fight like around everything. My parents were so in competition. If we went and played tennis and I didn't win, my dad would storm off the court and be like, you're not good enough. And so I've transmuted decades of pain, so many ancestral wounds, especially from my Polish side of my family, and transmuted it into the light. And I know that this is exactly what I'm meant to do. I know that this is why God put me on this earth, to help you, to activate something within you. It's not so much about the words that I say, it's about the energy that I'm in as I'm saying them. It's that every time I speak, you feel the transmission, you feel the shift, you feel the movement in your physical body. You will start shifting when you start to come into my world, when you start to listen to my content. Things do start moving really, 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 really rapidly. I bumped into this beautiful, beautiful woman at the gym the other day that was like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I watch all of your videos and I wrote out 5,000 things that you told me to write out and my whole life has changed. They all, most of them manifested, she said, which was just, it was so beautiful because often I just turn up and I forget how much of an impact I'm having on people on the other side of the camera. And that would be the same for you. Whatever you're doing, however you're turning up, whether you're a single mom and you're not even on camera yet, or you're somewhere lost in the ethers and it feels like you're lost. You're not actually lost. You're just about to be found. Wherever you are watching this, you watching this and changing your life through what I channel is worth so much more than money could buy. Like hearing the stories of the people whose lives have changed from being in my energy, from being in my presence, it's so humbling because it reminds me how far I've come and that all the hard work that I've put into myself to be the woman that I am today was worth it. So you can see it makes me emotional. I am so proud of the woman I've become today because I've seen where I started. I've seen how many screw ups I made, how many nights drunk and taking drugs and all the things that I do, how many times I was depressed. And to get to this heaven on earth era today, if I can do it, you can too. And the coolest thing about my energy and my ability to hold this frequency is that when you step into it, your life changes fast. It doesn't need to take you 33 years. You've already been through the darkness. This is your era. This is the heaven on earth era where everything gets clearer and you really get to step into your magnetism and lead because you were chosen. You were chosen for a life beyond your wildest dreams where everything is so much more magnificent than what it seems. I love you so much. I may not know who you are. I may not know whereabouts in the world you're tuning in from. I get a lot of people that buy things from me that I never meet and I never see, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. For the first time in my life, I'm actually in the process of launching my You Are Wealth book. This is my life's teachings into one book. I have been doing this work for many lifetimes, and I've been able to birth it into the world in this lifetime. So I'm so proud of myself. And if you feel the call to come into this book, it is not a book where you read this as an activation into your new life. It is a whole new portal. It is just insane. So it's under $100 to get access to this book launch, get the audio files from this book. Come to the book launch party. There will be activations, there will be gifts, there will just be the funnest time, and it will literally be the first step to an era where you're absolutely going to shine and really just live out the divine wealth codes within you because you are so true. If you feel the call, please come and join me. There will be an energetic activation in the second half of this call. I will, however, ask you and check and make sure that you are ready for this. It is crazy the frequency that I hold. If you haven't been doing the inner work for a while, if you haven't walked through the darkness, it can be quite confronting to sit in this frequency because it's so high vibrational. It's a little bit like if you're taking really insane drugs and then you come down. And so you have to make sure that you're doing the inner work. So when you come into this energetic activation, which is what I do in the Elite Energy Hub, you're coming into it and then you're able to sustain the frequency. We're sustaining it because we're integrating, and I'll talk you through the whole process, what you need to do, how you need to integrate. We are no longer in an era where it is about the hustle. It is about the embodiment. It is about you truly stepping into the leader that you were put on this earth to be and claiming that this is your heaven on earth era, that this is how good it gets to get, and it just keeps getting better and better and better and better and better. We are the leaders that are going to embody heaven on earth. We are going to show this world that yes, there is so much darkness. We are not naive and we are not delusional, but we are going to stand tall and stand proud and smile in the contraction, smile in the discomfort, because we know that It's all just an illusion that we have created, and with light comes dark, and nothing can crush us when we're sustaining and holding these higher frequencies that are within us, that are being activated from within you. There is nothing that is outside of you. It's all within you. So if you feel the call to come to the book launch, please claim your spot below. Early bird ticket sales end very, 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 very soon. We are doing the party on my 36th birthday. I've been told not to share your age because it makes you older, but I know that I'm reversing my aging. I'm always reversing my aging, reversing my aging. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being true. Thank you for being here. And I thank you so much wherever you are, whether you're on YouTube, you're on the podcast, you're in the beautiful 888 Wealth Codes community. Thank you for allowing me to speak my truth and feel so held and feel so supported in doing it. I love you all so much. Have the most beautiful, magical, phenomenal day. I'm sending 1,000,000 trillion blessings your way. May the path beneath you light up and just feel so effortless and so in flow. Make you remember that there's so many more miracles than you could ever know. So expand your consciousness, expand your mental capacity to really just open up to the miracles that are all around you. And the Pocahontas songs coming through, all my clients always laugh. They're like, Evie, you're always talking about Disney, but it's just like that. Listen with your heart, you will understand. Listen with your heart, you will understand. The path that is beneath you is not for your logical mind. It is completely illogical. The conditioning will dissolve. The path will appear. You don't have to fear. It will make no sense, in no sense. But you are going to be guided and supported, and you are going to be so held. And on the darkest days, you are going to smile. And you're going to remember that heaven on earth is not a destination. It is a place within you. It's within your psyche. Have a beautiful day. Big love, Wealthy Old Soul.